I think the market's scrambling to try and understand how AI is going to impact the world. And ChatGPT has captured the investors' imagination, which is fantastic because we believe that innovation has been neglected, certainly in the last 2 years, badly neglected. And we believe that most investors are very short innovation. You mentioned our venture fund before. We have a big focus on AI in the venture fund. Picks and shovels are very important. Mosaic ML is a private company in which we've invested that is actually speeding up the progress with its software in artificial intelligence. So the name of the fund is ARK Venture. So really proud of it. Public-private, starting now because we believe the time is now. In terms of AI, you're right. A lot of what we expect is productivity gains, and so that will accrue to those companies that use AI most effectively. Yes, Meta Platforms was very interesting to hear Mark Zuckerberg last night focus first on AI as opposed to the metaverse. He had been focusing. He had been trying to push the idea of the metaverse. We think before its time. Embracing AI right now and introducing it deeply into the firm to create efficiencies, absolutely the right thing to do. If you think about the revenue opportunities, they may not be as obvious. Sure, the picks and shovels, you mentioned NVIDIA, but we believe that the hidden gems that will benefit perhaps the most from artificial intelligence are those companies with proprietary data sets. And we use Tesla all the time as a prime example of a lot of technology attributes. One of them is having the largest pools of real-world driving data in the world. In fact, it has more of that kind of data, orders of magnitude more of that kind of data than all of the other auto manufacturers and technology companies involved in transportation around the world. So we believe that it will be in the pole position for the autonomous taxi platform opportunity, which is a software as a service opportunity with massive margins. And it's also a winner take most opportunity. The company that is able to get an autonomous vehicle from point A to point B the most safely and quickly is going to be the winner. That's going to be the go-to service. So we're looking for those sorts of opportunities. In the genomic space, Exact Sciences, and we have models of both of these companies along with our assumptions on GitHub, actually. But Exact Sciences probably has more data because of its premier position in oncology molecular diagnostic testing than any other company in the world. And it is training the data with artificial intelligence so that it can help surface cancer in stage 1. So again, here, the company with the most data, the most proprietary data, and the right domain expertise and AI expertise. So those three things, domain expertise, these are scientists with a deep understanding of biology, AI expertise, and data. So those are the kinds of companies we're looking for.
Cathie, when we think about AI and the mentions that it's been getting, even in earnings calls, it's hard not to think that it won't be to, at least this year in 2023, what blockchain mentions were to companies in 2017 and early 2018. You had every company from Roblox and IBM and Amazon and Meta all talking about how they were going to integrate blockchain and how big it was going to be for their business. So for us to avoid that, what is the actual timeline for delivery that we should be kind of grading these companies on with regard to delivering some type of AI solution within their own product and service?
Well, I think what I would be looking for a little bit more, and it is how are companies harnessing AI for their own businesses? Do they have these proprietary data sets? So that's the first thing, because AI is going to enable the most massive productivity increase in our history. And we think that the productivity gains are going to be astounding and shocking. However, those companies who do not embrace this rapidly enough are probably going to lose competitively. So I would be looking at this more, are they going on this offensively within their own organizations? Do they have proprietary data? And then in terms of solution sets, as you say, these are going to be longer term, right? So Tesla, autonomous taxi platforms, Elon thinks he will launch within the next year. We are thinking within the next 18 months to 2 years. But the difference between AI, which is really the next generation software, and blockchain technology, is that this was a dream in really the tech and telecom bubble. It's taken breakthroughs, cloud computing in 2006 with AWS, deep learning, the breakthrough in 2012, and it's taken cost declines. Costs were way too high until now. We're now ready for prime time for the use of artificial intelligence to increase productivity within organizations and increase profitability. And yes, create new products and services, which will take time.
Cathie, to get you to weigh in on what we look for from the companies that are reporting this afternoon. Companies like Apple, Alphabet, Amazon. These are not companies that you necessarily are betting on. These are companies that you think can be disrupted. What do you watch for with them? What can they tell us about how the economy is, and what ARK should be looking at?
Yes. Well, when I say we don't own those in our flagship strategy, we do own them in some of our more specialized strategies. But these are the companies that have enjoyed incredible success. They have created big markets. And to move up tenfold, 100-fold from here is going to be difficult. We're not saying they're not going to be successful, but we are saying a few things. Take Amazon. Amazon is not a social network. We have moved into a world of social commerce. So we own Shopify. Shopify is supporting Instagram and TikTok and others that have that are taking really social commerce and scaling it. And Amazon will not become a social network. It is not one. It's a good online retailer, and I would put it in a more mature category of online retail. That's not what we do. If you look at Google or Alphabet, everyone's talking about ChatGPT, and we do believe that it is going to put search at risk. Search is 95% of Google's revenues. Now, we also believe, however, that Google is going to harness AI as well. I mean, it owns DeepMind. It is one of the best AI companies in the world. But I think it has been so caught up in fears about legal liability associated with the dangers created by...
What about Microsoft, Cathie? And Microsoft's big investment in ChatGPT, do they have the potential to overtake Google when it comes to search because of the way they are harnessing AI?
I think that's the big threat. I think that's why Sundar went to Code Red at Google. I think they're going to become very aggressive. So yes, we absolutely are focused on what OpenAI and Microsoft are going to do together.